question you have to ask yourself is, would I feel comfortable with my partner viewing these messages? If the answer is no, you've cheated on them. It's that simple. I've never slept with someone else or never engaged in any physical intimacy with anyone. I've never been in a relationship and engaged in physical intimacy. And you start calling me ChudLogic. Well, which is it? Is it deeply upsetting and a bad thing? Or is it something to laugh about when it happens to someone else? God, dude, it's the parasocial shit. It's the parasocial shit, dude. You've got this weird connection to this guy. You don't even know. You people are such cancer. You will. I know that you will, okay? I guarantee you're a future. You do not say shit like that unless you've got a hunger, okay? Guys. So, you're here because the TurkeyTom cheating situation is insane, right? Listen, it's technically clickbait, I guess. I wouldn't get too excited. There's nothing. I've got no unique insight into Tom's personal life that I can share with you. And even if I did, I probably wouldn't. Dude, I don't really care. I don't really care what people are doing. Good luck to all involved. However, what I am referring to is there's a post that was on the YouTube drama subreddit, and it looked quite funny because Tom gave what I feel was a fairly unremarkable take. I don't think it's that crazy. Like, well, you see what you think. You can see what you think. But this caused quite the stir on the YouTube drama subreddit. People were not happy about this take. But let's have a little look, and this will then follow on to us reviewing this document ourselves as some flavor of rate review. Here we go. So here's the clip. So this is the post. For some reason, the actual post itself, the video's gone. I've got no idea what happened to the fucking video. No, sorry guys, no intro. There's no rape, as far as I'm aware. There's no rape. Cheating is part of being an adult. Truly a rare TurkeyTom L. TurkeyTom chat rips him apart after he casually admits to cheating on his girlfriend.
I don't care if a guy cheats on a girl and I don't know them. I don't care if a girl cheats on a guy and I don't know them. It's not my fucking problem, okay? I have cheated before. I have dated people who have cheated before. It's not my fucking, like, it's not chat's problem. It's not the world's problem. It doesn't fucking matter, okay? It's like a thing that happens in relationships. This is actually nuts.
Tom is 100% correct, by the way. This is just factual. This is just fucking factual information. I don't understand why this is such a controversial take. And I'm guessing the point that he's making is this allegation presumably is about some sort of allegation of cheating. And I'm guessing that he's responding to that and he's saying, this isn't that big a deal. I don't know why this is a big expose, I guess.
Wait, Tom cheated? Wait, Tom cheated on someone? Yes. Welcome to being a fucking adult. 70% of every adult you meet will have cheated on someone at some point in their life, okay?
Yep, facts. Straight facts. Stop sweeping for him. No, I'm not sweeping. People get so... I mean, look, if you get cheated on, that's going to be very upsetting for you, okay? If you get cheated on, that's very upsetting for you. And if you know someone that's been cheated on, you're probably going to feel bad for them. But if there's strangers that I don't know, and you want to come and tell me as if it's some sort of revelation, some sort of expose that there's cheating going on, right? I literally couldn't care less. And this was exactly the case with the pierogi thing. You know, much of that hinged on the idea this guy cheated on his wife. And it was, I don't care. I literally don't care. Also, you've got copers in chat. Oh, 70% is high. Yeah, if you're talking about, like, dick entering pussy fucking cheating, sure, right? But I feel like you guys are not, you're not thinking of cheating as it is, which is a fucking spectrum.
That's wonderful.
Okay?
But how do I make money off depressed people?
Didn't Tom get cheated on at the beginning of the year? Is it the same relationship?
I don't know if it's the lyrics thing. Like I say, I've got no insight into his personal life, like that I can tell you. I just saw this take and thought people are giving him shit for this. And I'm like, no, he's correct. But you guys are thinking of cheating purely as a sexual act. But there's a spectrum of cheating that exists, right? And that goes all the way up to like hardcore fucking. But also there's more minor forms of cheating that occur as well, right? Cheating can be as simple as entertaining a text-based flirtatious conversation. That could be a form of cheating, right? And I tell you, there's plenty of people that do stuff like that. And it's because it's such a minor form of cheating. People don't like conceptualize it that way, right? But yeah, of course. You know, if you are in a committed relationship with someone and then someone approaches you to have a conversation, right? And you don't shut it down quick enough and you entertain a flirtatious element, you've cheated. You've cheated on someone, but you just don't want to admit it and you want to cope about it. And you don't conceptualize it that way. But that is a form of cheating. So this, you know, this 70% thing is probably not correct. If you're thinking of it purely as two people meeting up in a hotel room and fucking behind their partner's back, like obviously that's a lower level. But there's lots of different types of cheating that people engage in and participate in. Flirting is cheating. Potentially in many relationships, yeah, of course it is. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it is. If you don't have a dynamic or an agreement that it's acceptable to flirt with people, and you flirt with someone privately, the question you have to ask yourself is, would I feel comfortable with my partner viewing these messages? If the answer is no, you've cheated on them. It's that simple. Dude, why is this fucking cope? Oh, flirting is cheating. Okay, there may be like very mild things that aren't that big a deal. But if you would not be happy showing those messages to your partner, you've cheated on them. Because why would you care if not? You know? So, you know, people are acting like it's big cope to say 70%. No, I don't think it's that crazy. I think a lot of people cheat in ways they don't conceptualize as cheating, but it would be cheating. And if your partner found out about it, they'd at least be upset, and it would probably cause some sort of relationship-based issue. And this idea that this is like look, if you want to gossip and stuff, you want to be a tea channel, I'm all for that, okay? Gossiping about stuff is fine. But when it's part of an expose, that's when I'm totally in agreement with Tom. Like, who cares? Doing an expose on someone and part of that expose is they cheated. I don't fucking care. That's between the two of them. I don't know who those people are. If I personally knew one of them, I might be more invested in it, right? But why would I give two fucks about some randoms cheating? That's their fucking business, as far as I'm concerned, you know? But people turn it into this big expose point, like with this, the pierogi stuff, the Savannah Marie shit. Exactly, that's it. It's a scale. It's a spectrum. There's a spectrum of behavior.
I don't care if a guy cheats on a girl and I don't know them. I don't care if a girl cheats on a guy and I don't know them. It's not my fucking problem, okay? I have
like, I know you might be upset about the fact that Tom's cheated because you've got some sort of retarded parasocial relationship with him, right? But like, what is he saying that's wrong there? You're telling me that you genuinely care if people you don't know cheat on each other. What? Really? Why? Why do you care? It's like literally nothing to do with you, bro. Like, if you get cheated on, yeah, that sucks. It's horrible. It's a terrible thing to go through. But that doesn't mean that other people need to care about it that don't even fucking know you.
Cheated before. I have dated people who have cheated before. It's not my fucking, like, it's not chat's problem. It's not the world's problem. It doesn't fucking matter, okay? It's like a thing that happens in relationships. This is actually nuts.
It's so wild to me that even people in this chat are acting like this is an L take. You guys have got way too invested in your fake parasocial relationships with creators and celebrities that you care when there's cheating that happens. I mean, it's not to say you can't ever talk about it. It's not to say that you can't ever, you know, have a laugh about it. It's just to say if you care about it to the point where you're doing an expose or acting like it's a point to expose someone on, you're a retard. You're a fucking moron. I don't know what else to tell you. Where's the cope? What cope? Point to me where the cope is. What am I incorrect about exactly? I have been cheated on. I've been cheated on in the most extreme end of the spectrum, right? I have engaged in behavior that would absolutely be considered cheating, but I've never slept with someone else or never engaged in any physical intimacy with anyone. I've never been in a relationship and engaged in physical intimacy. But I have been cheated on. Yeah, it sucks. ChudLogic, bro. Dude, everyone has been cucked, okay? If you've ever been in a relationship before, you have been cucked because they move on and fuck someone else. You just got cucked, unlucky. Everyone's been cucked.
Okay, that's wonderful. But how do I make money?
Dude,
off depressed
bro.
people?
Unfortunately, this take by Tom is
Right.
correct.
Dude, you
as
people are
black
unbelievable,
as it
right?
is. Those who
I'm-
are mad are incels
Bro.
and or virgins.
Bro, you people are so fucking brain dead. It's unbelievable, right? I say, why do you care about cheating? If you get cheated on, it's personally upsetting to you, but beyond that, you shouldn't care. And you're fucking getting mad at me. And then I say, I got cheated on, right? And you start calling me ChudLogic. Well, which is it? Is it deeply upsetting and a bad thing? Or is it something to laugh about when it happens to someone else? You fucking retards. Bro, you people are so fucking dumb, it's unbelievable. You just fucking disproven your own logic. You lose. You've lost. Take the L. Exactly, it is funny. You can laugh at it.
Okay,
it's
that's
fine.
wonderful.
I don't
But how
care.
do I make money
Laugh at my
off depressed
pain,
people?
okay? Laugh at my
ChudLogic
pain by
cheating
all
hurts the
means.
other person,
But don't act all
right?
high and mighty
Don't
about
you
it, because
usually
who
report
cares?
negatively on situations where one person hurts a different person?
Oh, someone got hurt negatively, guys. Oh my god, someone got hurt negatively. Oh, guys, someone said the slur to someone and the person got upset about it. So I need to report on the person saying the slur negatively because they upset someone. Bro, I literally couldn't fucking care less about someone getting upset and that being a negative thing. I don't fucking know where they are. Now, this isn't an advocation for cheating. I'm not saying that you should cheat. I'm not saying that it's a good thing to do. You should avoid cheating. But when the context of it is you're talking about an expose, right? And it's like, oh, this person cheated. Your response to that should be, who cares? That's not an expose. That's gossip. Because it's private affairs between the parties involved. So, you know, why would you care? Why would you fucking care? Like, it's just that it's this kind of like idea that you should care deeply about it. When Tom's whole point is, yeah, this is like private business. Who fucking cares? Which is completely correct. I agree, but slurs and cheating aren't the same. Okay, dude. You guys are fucking virgin freaks. You've never been in a relationship before, so you got no fucking clue what you're talking about, okay? You're probably some sort of retarded shut-in that spends all their time indoors, right? This is a very obvious take if you aren't a retarded shut-in.
Okay, that's wonderful. But how do I make money off depressed people?
Here's a tenner for your emotional distress. Smiley face.
Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Yeah, guys, I'm sorry to break it to you, right? I'm sorry to shatter your illusion. I know you've been brought up on fucking Disney cartoons, okay? But real life is not like the fucking movies. People are shitters, okay? And in bad moments, you may become a shitter. In a moment of weakness, you may become a shitter. You will get cheated on. Someone will cheat on you. You will cheat on someone else, right? The spectrum of that will be different. Maybe your cheating will be less egregious. Maybe it will just be a few messages of flirtation. But it will happen. Okay? It's exceptionally rare that people go through like, I mean, you know, people are contesting this 70% rate, right? I would wager that anyone that has been in a series of a relationship over a period of a few years has either cheated or been cheated on. And in fact, those few of you that have actually been in some substantive relationships could probably attest to this. And you're probably thinking, oh yeah, you know, I got cheated on, or oh, that was at a time when actually I probably was being a bit too flirtatious and didn't cut it off soon enough, you know? Is this whole drama that Tom said cheating is common? Yes, that is it. Correct. You've got it. Bro, why did you think any different? What made you think you think differently? Bro. Yo! Did you get baited by my title? Oh no! Oops! I'm so surprised that people are so taken in by the title. I literally thought of it in like fucking 5 seconds because I couldn't think of what to start with today. And it's turned into actually quite a fun segment.
Okay, that's wonderful.
I see why people
But how
use
do I
these
make
titles now.
money off depressed people.
Isn't the drama about Tom down? I mean, what? I guess. What
Okay,
do you want Tom to
but
do?
How do I make money
what?
off depressed people?
Yeah, who doesn't use some slurs between friends to joke? So why care chat like it's a normal thing do too?
Thank you for the $5. Not downplay it. What do you want him to do? I don't understand what you want him to do. Like, what do you want him to say? Oh yeah, guys, I cheated on someone. Here's how it happened. Here's all the details of my personal life. Bro, he's just saying. What do you mean? What's he supposed to do? God, you guys are like you guys are obviously fucking YouTube drama rejects or something because you're fucking got retarded takes on this. It's unbelievable.
Wait, Tom cheated? Wait, Tom cheated on someone? Yes. Welcome to being a fucking adult. 70% of every adult you meet will have cheated on someone at some point in their life, okay? I don't care.
Yeah. I mean, I just don't understand what you want him to do. Yeah, people fuck up and make mistakes in life. I don't think cheating is a substantive enough mistake that you need to act like you've raped someone whenever you talk about it and talk about how wrong you were to have done it. Bro, who cares? Get over it. Yeah, Tom cheated. God, dude, you people are so... Oh, my God, dude. It's the fucking parasocial shit. It's the parasocial shit, dude. You've got this weird connection to this guy. You don't even fucking know that you feel upset. And you feel... It's almost like you've been cheated on, bro. You don't even know the guy. What the fuck, dude? You don't even fucking know him and you're acting all cut up about the fact that he's cheated. Who cares, bro? Tom could cheat on fucking 200 women and it would make no difference to me whatsoever. It would make no difference to my view or assessment of him. And I've probably spoken to him more than any of you fuckers have. God, what is wrong with people, dude? I feel like I'm taking crazy pills, bro. I feel like I'm going crazy talking about this. You are not going to be fulfilled in a relationship 100%, and you will see that fulfillment elsewhere at times. That's exactly it. So for some people, it's a physical intimacy or a physical action, and so they therefore end up kind of seeking that out.
Okay, that's
for
wonderful.
others, it's an emotional thing, and so they seek out maybe some
depressed
communication or messages or something like that. Thank you for the super chats. Well, no, I never said it was normal and cool. I didn't say that. I think cheating is bad.
The simple truth is at some point in your adult life, you will probably be cheated on, or be in a position where you slip and do a bit of cheating. We are human, it's part of the condition. Welcome
Thank you for the $20.
Okay,
Nerd Angle, appreciate
but
it.
how do I make money off depressed people?
Thank you for the $2. Remember, right, yeah, cheating is bad, guys. I forgot. I need to soy nod take you all.
Money off depressed people.
I don't understand why this is even an issue. You like the content or you don't. Why does the personal life matter other than entertainment?
Okay, that's wonderful.
Yeah, it's
but how do
stupid.
I make money off depressed people?
Cheating is wrong, but live in the real world. It happens.
Thank you for the super chats. Chud cheated on his partner by being raped, bro. Yeah, I'm completely bemused by anyone that thinks this is any sort of take to be upset about. He's just right. And oh no, you're upset about Tom cheating. Grow up. Who cares? Yeah, welcome to adult life, bro. Why do you fucking care about him cheating on someone?
Okay, that's wonderful. But how do I make money off depressed people?
Thank you for the $2. And also, someone said that. Why don't you just leave them? That's the take of someone that's never been in a fucking relationship before, right? Or someone that is extremely childish and will probably rape in a relationship because they don't know how these dynamics work, right? The problem that you've got is that it's not as simple as, you know, oh, I feel a way about it, so I'm going to end the relationship. It's something that can, like, you know, come upon you without you realizing. So you can be in a position where you think things are kind of happy and you're coping and stuff like that, and then there's like a little entry point that someone makes, and it just taps into something, and before you know it, you're going further than you know your partner will be comfortable with, and then that's it, isn't it? You know, drugs, alcohol, stuff like that. So you have no self-control. Yeah, humans struggle with... Welcome to reality. Humans struggle with self-control. Yes, correct. Bro, dude, you must be a child or a virgin. I don't know which. But what are you talking about? Yes. Bro, it's so crazy to me. People act like they're fucking holier than thou. Yeah, that is exactly what happens. In a moment of madness, something can happen that you know, regret. And I would wager that you probably have cheated, but you've coped and
Okay,
acted
that's
like you
wonderful.
haven't.
But how do I make money off depressed people?
It could potentially matter if someone grandstanded about it. For example, if it came out that Savannah cheated, her cancel attempt at pierogi
Yes,
would be more
okay,
hollow.
that's true. Yeah, I agree with that. If someone makes a platform out of calling people out for cheating and it turns out they've cheated, that would undermine their position. They'd be very hypocritical. Sure. People care about gay internet drama. Why would they not care about any celeb cheating or being cheated on? Okay. When
Okay,
I
that's
say
wonderful.
care, I
But
mean
how
like
do I
on an
make
emotive
money
level,
off depressed people?
right?
Yeah, sometimes you have a child, and what do you do then other than fight to have minor custody because women are favored by the court?
Thank you for the $5. I cover stuff and I'm not like super emotionally invested in it. I'm just talking about it and I care to that degree. But there's people that are genuinely upset about the idea of Tom
Okay, that's
cheating,
wonderful.
or the
But
idea
how
that
do I
cheating
make
is
money
part of
off depressed people?
adult life that you have to
ChudLogic's
navigate.
chat rips him apart for sweeping for Tom.
Thinking anyone cares on an emotive level, is it? People do. What are you on about? Yes, people do. Bro, it's so funny to me that this is like such a nothing drama, which made my title even funnier. But it turns out there's a bunch of retards that have got terrible takes about this and are sat there acting like, you know, cheating is like it's like tantamount to a sort of form of rape or something like that, dude. Cheating isn't you've cheated or raped. Carson Puff has cheated and or raped, possibly both, okay? Cheating isn't a part of normal adult life. Yes, yes it is.
Okay, that's
Yes,
wonderful.
it absolutely
But how do I
is.
make
Everyone has to
money
deal with
off
this.
depressed people?
I care about cheating in the sense that I think it's a moral wrong, but I don't care about cheating in an expose. It's a personal thing at the end of the day, and it really shouldn't be public.
Yeah, sure. It's obviously, you know, like I say, you shouldn't cheat on someone. Cheating is a wrong thing to do. It's not a good thing to do, and it hurts someone else. But it is, you know, a fundamentally personal issue, and it's always retarded when it gets put into some fucking dumb expose. I don't want it public, but I'm going to share it with my audience. No, I'm not talking about Tom. Okay. He was reading a document, which we're going to look at in a sec. And I think part of it was a cheating allegation. And I'm pretty sure that's what he's referring to. And that's what I'm referring to. If you're doing an expose, including anything about cheating, is fucking retarded. Your response should be, oh, who cares? But yeah, guys, you're really exposing yourselves as incel virgin retards because every adult who's been in a relationship or a number of relationships, okay, knows that I'm correct, that cheating is something you have to navigate and deal with in adult relationships, and that's just the way it is.
Okay, that's wonderful. But how do I make money off depressed people?
I'm emotionally invested in the retardation of chat, but I don't care about people cheating on each other. People can cheat on each other as much as they fucking want for all I care. If they rape, maybe I might be interested, but that's about it, really. I have been cheated on. See, look, you're moving the goalposts. In healthy adult relationships, this shouldn't happen. You've moved the goalposts. I'm not talking about healthy adult relationships. I'm talking about relationships broadly. I'm just correct, and you're wrong.
That's wonderful.
You're wrong.
But how do I make money off depressed people?
Kind of makes sense that a lot of people are invested in said topic, then, ain't it? Probably a lot of people who got nerve struck because it's commonplace. Yeah, but that's only a product of a parasocial attachment. And people only care because they've... I mean, why do you care about TurkeyTom saying that he's cheated, especially when he says he has been cheated on too? Why people seem to care deeply about that? You know, even this, chat rips him apart after he casually admits to cheating on his girlfriend. And there's loads of people here that are acting like he's raped. Dude, I can excuse racism, but I draw the line at cheating. All these people that are acting high and mighty about it, right? Probably cheated. You have coping about it and you're acting very negatively towards it because you're coping. And if you went back and looked at some of the messages, if you've even been in a relationship, you would probably look back. I mean, the test would be this. If you were genuinely in a relationship, okay, and you're acting high and mighty about it, would you take all of the messages that you've had with like female colleagues, you know, females in your life, etc., and show them all to your missus? Would you happily be like, oh, here's all the messages. No problem. You can have a look at those. I don't think so. I actually live under a rock, and this is a genuine question. When was the racism thing?
Okay, that's wonderful. But how do I make money off depressed people?
Let's explain it better. Both sides, when you've been in a relationship over a year, you get curious if you fight it good for you.
Thank you for the
Just keep it
$5.
for yourself.
Some of us have morals. Bro. You people are such cancer. You will rape. You will rape. I know that you will rape, okay? I guarantee you're a future rapist. You do not say shit like that unless you've got a fucking hunger for rape, okay? Bro, these people that act like they're perfect human beings. These people that act like they're high and mighty and they've got all these fucking morals. Bro, it's part of the human condition to struggle against your worst instincts and worst nature in regards to the cheating conversation. Okay?
Okay, that's wonderful. But how do I make money?
All my
off
detractors are
depressed people?
rapists. Correct. That is correct. That is what I think. You're right. You are.
They're mad that Tom also cheated. Make it make sense.
No, I know this is what I'm saying. This is the point I made earlier. Is it, you know, people were acting like I was crazy for saying that, you know, cheating's no big deal from the outside looking in terms of you caring about it. But then when I revealed that I've been cheated on, all of a sudden it's cuck logic. Which, by the way, my perspective on it is you're more than welcome to make those jokes because obviously, you know, as I say, you should not care about me being cheated on. Why should you? You don't know me personally. That's the correct response. That's good. But then you can't simultaneously moral frog about it whilst doing that's a complete inconsistency in your perspective.
Okay, me, Brody, Brandon, our 2 camera guys, we were supposed to go to India. What ended up happening, he actually did not redeem, dude. He literally, they asked him not to redeem and he did anyway.
But how do I make money?
You going to India, the country? I am going to India, the country, yeah. Not that long.
Probably doing it now.
But to say I have cheated is insane. Not really. I think it's you know, you have no self-control. Yeah, you're a virgin. You're a virgin or a rapist in waiting. I don't know which. But I mean, how can you possibly like act so high and mighty about this? A product of the human condition is struggling against your worst instincts. Part of that will be temptation in a relationship, and you know, especially in the modern age as well. Especially in the modern age where you've got all these fucking access to people.
I'm not going to, the flight to India is not tomorrow or whatever. The flight to India is in a couple days. I'm flying to Maryland first because I'm going there with Brandon and Brody, so we're like converging there at Brandon's house and then we're gonna go. That's the deal. Why India specifically?
How hard is it to say no? But that's the fundamental problem with this. Is it's very easy when you're sat there in a state of neutrality to go, oh, you would just say no. But the problem comes in when you're in a situation and there's some sort of issue, perhaps undiagnosed or unseen, right? And then temptation occurs, and then that can lead you down a path where you don't even go all the way. You don't even meet up with them. You don't fuck them, you know? You don't do anything like that. But you have like a conversation that you look back on and you think, oh, you feel about uncomfortable about what you said, but you justify it as, oh, I've not cheated though. I've not cheated. It was just a conversation. I didn't even say anything that bad. But then it's like, well, would you show that conversation to your partner and be comfortable that there'd be no issues? Yeah, I don't think so.
Typically, I mean, I've heard for a long time that India, I definitely have like a negative perspective of it. So it's kind of interesting to go there in general to see what it's really like. And I'm doing a decent tour of the country. I'm not seeing every part, but we're going to like, you know.
Dude, I've already said about cheating. It's a spectrum. It's obviously on a spectrum, and it goes all the way from, you know, hardcore fucking. And then it kind of goes backwards towards, you know, wonderful. Flirtatious messages, but how do I make money sexting and so on. Chud in the middle, right. You know.
Copers just don't want to think about their
that's wonderful.
Talking and
but how do I make money off
depressed people? When she is thinking about
whoa!
Being human.
Let's do this one by one. Thank you for the money.
Okay, that's wonderful. But how do I make money? Okay, that's wonderful.
People? No! What's going on? We got too many. Thank you. Keep them coming. I'll figure it out. I'll read them. I'll just read them. Okay. Ashhole. Curiosity is part of being human. Most people are cheated. They just keep it private because love and cheating are two different things. Thank you for the $5. JD Vance. Chud is right. YouTube copers just don't want to think about their partner talking and flirting with some giga Chad. And moments where she is thinking about being railed by him. They prefer to think that it is okay instead of being low-stake cheating. Thank you for the 420. Spencer Howard. This discourse is overly focused on the semantics of cheating. It's a nothing issue, but like grape, I feel there should be distinct terms for mild flirting, emotional infidelity, and penetration. Based. Thank you. What is this anyway?
Delhi, you know, where the Taj Mahal is. We're not going to Mumbai. We're going there. We're going to Varanasi. We're going to Coimbatore. So like 3 different parts of the country, like, you know, central India, kind of northern India near Pakistan, and southern India. So we're going to all of them. So there's that. But the main, like the impetus for us going, unironically, because we were planning to go to Japan at first because we thought Japan would be cool. Because Japan, I mean, Japan's a really cool country, right? Let me put these off here for a sec. We were initially planning to go to Japan because it was going to be fun. And then unironically, Brandon called me when I was at dinner one time. I think I was at dinner with a Cheeto. We were eating at I think Texas
When does the
Roadhouse
racism start?
we were eating when he was at when we were filming the. You guys remember the collab videos I did with him? He had stayed in my apartment for that week, so we were hanging out. We were at Texas Roadhouse eating with my camera guy. And Brandon called me or texted me, and he was like, "There's a poop festival in India," and I was like, "What? What do you mean?" He's like, "There's a festival where they roll around and they eat it," and I was like, "No way." And then he told me the name, and I looked it up, and it was real. Now I don't remember. I don't think they actually eat it at the festival. There's other places in India where they eat it, but it's a festival where they roll around in cow. Unironically, this is what they do. I'm not gonna play it, but
Chud calls a random chatter a rapist for saying his morals. The skelephone. You probably guessed what I'm going to say next. You too will rape.
ironically, that is what they do. And we just found it so funny and fascinating that, like, never in the most racist man's dreams would he have ever thought that, you know, the so-called street shooters literally have a festival where they roll around in it, right? We thought it was insane. So I think the next week we booked a trip. So we're going to go there. We're also going to other places in India because, like, it's a 17-hour flight. While we're traveling that much, we may as well see the whole place, right? We may as well get a feel for the area. But, yeah. So, are you really surprised?
Chud is retarded under the veil of irony. What have I said that's wrong? Can you actually point out something I've said that's incorrect? What have I said that is, like, wrong? Like, you're just calling me retarded, like Bo Black for some reason. What have I said that's wrong?
Honestly, yeah. Honestly, I am surprised. I wouldn't have imagined that they do that. But I'm going to, let me think. I'm going to Maryland tomorrow. My flight to India is on the 29th. And then I think I'll be back from every.
You said people will rape if they don't cheat. Yes, correct. That is exactly what I think. I think people will either cheat, and if they don't do that, they will inevitably turn to rape. Correct. You've got me.
Everything, like, back in the States at home on the 10th, I think, of next month. So that's why I'm going to be gone for a bit. We do have some videos that are going to go up while I'm gone on the main channel. I've been like, this week has been crazy. Okay. I'm not trying to suck my own dick here, but I've been working like 14-hour days this week to really get it done and get video done. Because I'm going to be gone, so I've been, like, putting in overtime. And I put in enough that there will still be videos while I'm gone. And obviously the live channel is going to have a ton of because, you know, the content farm is real. But I'm going to be gone till then. So there will still be content, but I'm not going to be streaming it, I don't think. But it's going to be a crazy trip. So many people told me not to go. My family told me not to go. My friends told me not to go. Winnigoon's girl, Kayla, she was, like, super upset at the idea of me going. She really
All I say is don't take any women to India. Do not take women with you. That is a terrible idea. Because you guessed it, guys. They may get raped.
Wanted it, like, she was, like, super, like, she was so upset about me going and worried that she wouldn't. She's like was like unwilling to talk to me for a little bit.
They got super chats.
When we were hanging out. So they all think it's a horrible idea, and I agree, which is why I have to go. And look, it's not going to be a fun time. It's not going to be a fun time, okay, chat? It's not going to be a good time. It's going to be a rough trip, miserable trip. Imagine poop gets flung on you, safe travels. It probably will. It's not going to be a fun trip. But what I can promise you guys, okay, is that no matter what, I will do everything in my power to come home and to get back on this stream, okay? I can promise you that without a doubt. I will get back here and I will get on stream. I'm not a white woman, so I think my risk of being or kidnapped is low. I think the worst thing that could happen is I could get sick, but I did get about, like, I got like 7 vaccines before I went, so I'm super autismed out. I'm super vaxxed. I got vaccines for all of it, okay? For all of it. I have malaria pills, so I don't think that'll happen.
Crazy.
It's not going to be a fun trip, you know? I can't sugarcoat it. It's not going to be a fun trip. The only fun part of it will be that I'm going to be with my friends and we're going to be in it together. But it's not going to be a fun trip. There's no denial around it. It's going to be, but me, Brandon, and Brody are going, and it's going to be a time. It's gonna be a time, you know, and it'll make it. We're filming the whole thing too, so it'll be a video on the Tom IRL channel. I don't know how we're gonna do it based on the videos we film. It might be 4 separate videos. It might be one big video. I kind of like the idea of doing one big, like, 2-hour long, like almost like feature length movie on the trip. But it'll be fun. Stay overseas, Tom. You are the best investigator of what's happening online. Stays overseas, Tom. What does this even mean?
Yeah, I was just gonna say that actually. That's quite a good point. Boku Haram says, yeah, he should get his hair cut so that mistaken for a woman. No, please, I'm not a woman, guys. Sure, Bubs, I can't do the accent. I always fuck the accent up. Put the water on the table. Put the water on the table. You want me to stay overseas? Is that what you're saying? 2-hour vid, Jesus Christ. Well, the reason I would think it might be 2 hours is because we're going to be filming, presumably, all Just a bunch of, just a gang of rape-drunk Indians see a bit of long hair and think it's a woman and start to go to town.
All day, every day for like 9 days. So out of that, if you think about that, like if we're getting like an average of like, I don't know, at least, let's say on the low end, 6 hours of footage a day. You multiply that by 9, it's 54 hours of footage. So if you really think about it, cutting that down to 2 hours is not even that crazy. I think it'll probably be more like we're trying to get, because we're going to try to film like everything. It might be more like we're getting like 10 hours of footage a day. So it'll be 90 hours of footage. So getting that cut in 2 hours could be doable. But yeah, we'll see. You know, maybe it'll be multiple videos. Maybe it'll be one. I don't really know yet. I haven't really decided. But yeah, it's going to suck, man. It's going to blow. But, you know, life's been too fun and easy lately, frankly, you know. I've been just sitting in this room. The hardest thing I do is talking to a microphone. So I'm going to put myself through some, so to speak.
A few moments later.
Yeah, back home a little early, from the India trip. Nothing like super serious happened. It was just,
Yes, Brian Barrett Wilson, I see you're very upset about me calling you a rapist. I believe, personally, you have either raped already or you will rape. You, Brian Barrett Wilson, you as an individual in my chat. I truly 100% believe that about you. That is correct. Sue me if you want.
a long consistent list of like fuck ups on the part of Indian bureaucracy and American Airlines. Not the American Airlines, but like American airline companies. But they were probably included in there. It was just like a long series of things. And I'm not going to tell the whole story right now because there's other stuff I want to get into. But essentially...
Hey, rapists in chat are IDing each other by complaining about cheating. Watch out. That is insane. That is an insane thing to say.
The way the trip was supposed to go was every single one of us, okay?
Bro, I feel like some people just are here and they've not watched me before. And they don't know who I am. And they're getting very upset by the things I'm saying, dude. Just chill out, niggas. Seriously. Listen, if you watch my stream for long enough, you'll probably get called a rapist or a pedophile at some point. It's just the way it goes. All right?
Brody, Brandon, our two camera guys, we were supposed to go to India, okay, and get there on... we were supposed to fly out to India on the 29th, and we would have been there the night of the 30th, I think, kind of. But there's like a time difference or whatever. Night of the 30th in India, like India time.
Retarded under the veil of irony. I mean, I am retarded.
Okay, that's wonderful.
But like, you
But
seem
how
to
do
be
I
trying to
make
say
money
something
off
else.
depressed
What are
people?
you trying to? What do you mean? What am I saying? What am I saying? It's a very simple task. Just tell me what I'm saying that's incorrect. It's that easy. It's that simple. That's all you need to do. Is just lay out in one line. What am I wrong about?
Ended up happening is none of us got there except Brody, who went there without a valid visa and got sent home. So yeah, Indian government fucking got his ass. But yeah, no, it didn't work, dude. We're not going to India. We're not going. Shave, thank you.
Okay, I'll be honest with you. I've not really been paying that much attention to this. What has he said that's racist? I've not heard. Maybe it's now he says it.
For the 5. But yeah, so India's over. The India trip, I don't know. Maybe we'll try it again. Did he actually not redeem? He actually did not redeem, dude. He literally, they asked him not to redeem and he did anyway. He did. But, you know, that's okay. Because to be honest, I mean, I was a little pissed off about it.
Street
I was a little
shitter.
pissed off about it because I spent money on that trip. But then I was like, wait, I can just come back and
Oh, did I miss that? Okay.
talk to chat? Whoa. Me? Talk to chat? That's crazy. No, that's crazy.
I mean, I'm sorry to break it to you guys. And I know it's a bit rude. And it sounds very rude to say it. But they had to make a whole video to convince Indian people to stop shitting in the street. Is it really that crazy that they might get a reputation for shitting in the street? I mean, bro, I don't know. You know, what would we get? A lot of stuff like that, don't we? Fish and chip munchers or something. I don't know. What do you say about the British people? Bad teeth, etc. It just feels very obnoxious to me that it's like British people, and I'm whatever. It doesn't matter to me. But all this stuff is said about British people that's based on stereotypes, some of which are based in truth. But then people freak the fuck out about Indian people getting called
Okay, that's
street
wonderful.
shitters
But how do I
when they had
make
to make a whole
money
campaign
off
to
depressed
convince them to stop
people?
shitting in the
drama
streets?
today. No problems, I'll just mock the grapists in my chat.
It's like, it's just, you know, when it's a brown person, all of a sudden stereotypes are giga racist. But when it's like, you know, European, you could do whatever fucking stereotypes you like till the cows come home. And, you know, I would argue that there's more grounds to use terminology like that for Indian people than there is for some of the stuff that's said about British people. I don't care. Do it, you know, I obviously think it's funny. But it's just like, why do you care so much about when it's a brown person all of a sudden? There is a double standard there, and it's very cringe. Same with accents. It's the same with accents as well. If you do a white person accent, no one cares. But when you do a brown person accent, everyone loses their fucking mind. Get over it. Who cares? Yeah, it's about the accent, not about the racialization aspect, you know? But anyway, I didn't really see anything wrong with that video. Admittedly, I didn't pay 100% attention to it, but really irresponsible of him to use his platform to spread racial hate against a community, which is already a popular target on the internet currently. I don't really think Tom's video would have had much impact on that. Unfortunately, there's a number of complicated reasons that Indian people get such a lot of shit on the internet. What is the one moment that people say that caused it? There was like one thing that happened that led to this kind of like stack of cards falling down. And now all of a sudden everyone hates Indian people. Bob's and Virgin was one aspect of it. Oh, that was it. Yes. Apu. Yes, that's what I was thinking of. They say that Apu getting removed from The Simpsons because he was based on racial stereotypes was basically had this backlash effect, and now it's like the small domino to the big domino. And removing Apu, people hate Indians on the internet. It's linked to that somehow. Or Kit Boga. Yes. Dude, I finally found out where the do not redeem thing came from. It's...
Steve, I'm going to go ahead and I'll do this for you, and you don't have to send me the picture of your agreement until afterwards. If that makes you feel more comfortable, you can send me the picture whenever you want. You know, maybe whenever it's more convenient for you. If after we do this, okay?
Hey, you bitch! Hey, you bitch!
Hey!
Do you listen to me? Do you listen to me?
Hey, I'm going to take $100. I'm taking $100 away from you. I told you not to use that language around me. Okay?
Do not redeem! Do not redeem! Do not redeem the
Whoa.
card!
What?
Do not redeem the cards!
Yes, I'm
Do not
redeeming the
redeem
cards.
the
I'm
cards.
redeeming the cards.
No!
Okay?
No! No, no,
Yeah.
no, no! No!
Dude, that's crazy. Anyway, guys, I think you know my take on this. I think people are massively overreacting to this. I understand you thought that TurkeyTom... I understand you thought TurkeyTom was a paragon of pure moral virtue, but it turns out he's human like anyone else, and it turns out he's cheated on someone from the sounds of it. You know, if you think it's fun gossip, go nuts, that's fine. But if you genuinely are upset by this fact, you should probably take some time off the internet. Oh, hey, Tom. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Yeah, bro. Why not? Let's go. I'm calling you now.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes, mate. How's it going?
Going all right. How are you?
Yeah, good, mate. I'm just sweeping for this insane take that you've given.
Yeah, I woke up actually and I saw in my YouTube feed TurkeyTom cheating scandal, and I was like, "Wait, did this already?" Like, I felt like I said this passively yesterday, and then before I went to bed, I saw it on YouTube Drama, and now, I mean, obviously we're in the situation we're in now, but yeah, it's just it's a very funny thing that happened. I feel like the reason the take got so much shit is because probably there's a lot of like, like teenage viewers out there online who maybe, have never had like a long-term relationship. To be clear, when I give this take, because I've given this take like 7 times before on stream, and people generally always freak the fuck out in some way. My take is not that like cheating is good or you should
Yes,
cheat on your partner
exactly.
or like it's like base. Sometimes I'll be like cheating base because it's funny to say that, but I don't genuinely think that, right? All I was saying
Okay,
is
that's
like
wonderful.
I
But
don't,
how do I make
I don't think that
money
anybody should
off
have
of
any
it?
particular investment in whether any e-celeb cheats or not.
Yes,
And
exactly.
the funny thing about me saying that is like on the YouTube drama subreddit, that post blew up and they were like, he'd never say that about a woman. Like he would never defend a woman from cheating. And the funny thing is the context of that clip was me defending a woman from cheating because there was like this VTuber named Fruit and she had put out this like big document and there were all these people who were like, wow, so you cheated on your military husband and now you're crying about abuse. And I was like, wait, so what is this? So I clicked on the document and then I was reading a bunch of DMs of him like trying to convince her to like do some sex act and like being very coercive, I would say, being like, if you're a good wife, you do this for me. I'm gonna kill myself if we don't have anal, like shit like that, right? Um,
Damn, this
and
sounds
I was
really
like
terrible. Look
reading
at
this
this document,
document.
bro.
You can find it on her name is
Yeah, I've got
Apricot
it. I've
Fruit.
got it. Yeah, sounds crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy, but the crazier thing is how people responded because they were like, "So you really cheated on your husband, and now you're crying that he wanted to leave you?" And it's like that's not like even a 10% accurate summary of what happened in that document. I
Yeah.
don't see why people are, and even before the document, apparently people were like raging at this VTuber because she had cheated on her husband, and I'm like, I mean, it's not good that she did that. She shouldn't have done that. Like, especially, when you're married, I think it gets worse. They don't have kids, but like if you have kids, obviously that compounds like the variables of how bad the cheating is. If I had a personal friend who like let's say cheated on her boyfriend or a male personal friend who cheated on his girlfriend and like I was friends with that girlfriend, I might not want to be friends with that person anymore because they hurt my personal friend, right? But like online, like you don't know any of these people, and so I just don't see why
Yeah.
it's such like a thing that people rage at.
Yeah, I mean, I attribute it a bit to that. People have got this kind of parasocial aspect where they feel like they know you in some way, but it's like they don't know you, right? Like we've spoken a couple of times, and these people act like they know you better than I do, and they're just chatters. I mean, I,
It's like it's like super insufferable. And the craziest thing too, I've noticed also is like if you say that you've cheated on someone, they call you a cheater. It's like a label they have for you now, which is funny. It's like in their mind, like you're habitually every woman you'll ever be with, you will, run around on or something. And they see that they see it. Girls get it much worse. Girls get it so much worse for sure. Guys get it bad to an extent, but I think girls probably get it way worse on the internet. And it's just like, you don't know what happened in that person's relationship. Maybe they can justify what they did. Maybe they can't. Maybe they'll do it again. Maybe they won't. But ultimately, I just don't see why such personal investment exists in other people's relationships. And yeah, like I just don't. It can be funny. To be clear, I think it can be funny. Like gossip is obviously funny. I'm a drama channel, but
yeah,
like you said, these like giant sweeping moral judgments that people are making, it's just like it's so retarded. But YouTube drama subreddit, shout out for taking me out of context. You love to see it.
yeah. Well, when I saw the clip, the first thing I thought is it's very clear that you're having some level of disdain for this idea that cheating is some grand moral sin to the tantamount to rape almost. People treat it like so.
Dude, yeah, that's the thing in my chat because I was like, they were like, well, did he try to like, like the DMs were essentially this guy like being super, super manipulative, trying to get her to do some sex act that she didn't want to do. And he would say things like, if you really loved me, like you would do this and stuff like that. And I was like, this is like retarded and this is definitely bad. And people are like, well, didn't she cheat on him? And I'm like, does that justify like these really odd messages that I think are absolute cancer? And people were like, yes. And I was like, what the fuck's wrong with you? And then other people were like, well, trying to pressure someone into sex is not nearly as bad as cheating on them. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Hey,
Like the chat was
yeah,
brain rotted. Like I
that's
guess I had a
crazy.
few crazy VTuber fans in there. I don't know, but it was kind of nuts to me. So yeah, it was just like a completely cancerous situation. Um, I think probably the VTuber community is having this reaction because they see these like women as their like virtual girlfriends, I think. But I'm not totally sure on their psychology, you know.
Yeah, just to kind of put to you a bit of like pushback I've seen is one criticism of you is you said 70% of people have cheated. Now, I guess the question is, do you feel maybe that was overstated, or are you talking about a broad definition of cheating? Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, I mean that statistic I kind of just pulled out of my ass, but it's not like a real statistic, and that's why I said people you meet in real life. Basically, all I was saying with that is like if you go and you meet adults in real life, chances are one of them at some point in time has cheated, especially when they were young, because it's a very common mistake. When you're a young guy, the horniness. ChudLogic, how old are you now? Tell me
I'm
how old you are.
38.
Okay, you're 38. Opine for me for a second on when you were 22 years old. The
Yeah.
grip, the absolute grip that being horny has on your life, okay? When you're around the age that I am right now, okay? It is brutal. It is brutal. It is a brutal thing, okay? I feel as though I am a heat-seeking missile trying to, avoid myself from crashing into certain doom at all points in time, okay?
Yeah,
And
the,
so
the
this
urge
is
to
like
goon is strong. You must goon.
ugh, it feels like you must goon. You got to stop yourself, but sometimes it feels like you must goon. Um, and so when you're a young guy, you might cheat. When you're a young girl, you might cheat. I don't think that means that you're irredeemable forever. I don't think it makes you a cheater forever. I think that's very dumb, kind of short sighted. And once again, like I feel like the people on the YouTube drama subreddit often ask that I express more compassion, that I be a nicer guy. But ironically, that was one of the most compassionate clips you could possibly pull of me. Because I'm basically just saying to men and women that I think if you cheat on your partner, you should not be like held accountable for it by the internet and hated forever. It doesn't matter. And I'm also really glad that I had said this on stream before, but I think my streams have just gotten bigger, so I have like a slightly different audience now. But I was glad that I got to like do a little culture shock because I think it's good to weed out certain types here and there.
Yeah, sure. So yeah, there's the 70% thing. So that was, I mean, I think that although it's not an exact number, I think that cheating isn't necessarily just fucking someone. It can be emotional cheating or messaging someone in a way that you wouldn't show your partner because it looks bad, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I think by that logic, a lot more people have cheated than they would want to admit because you convince yourself you haven't when you probably have sometimes.
Yeah. And once again, like I don't think that that's something that should be held against them forever, but it's just like it's a fact of life, especially when you're young. But I feel like a lot of people, especially someone who has been cheated on, they will like in their mind they'll like ruminate on how terrible it is, and they'll like project their own feelings of insecurity that they got from being cheated on onto others, and be like, you are a manifestation of what she or he did to me, and it will like have
Hmm.
this grip on their fucking life, and you got to get over that, But it is what it
Um,
is, I guess.
Yeah, and the other criticism I saw was this idea that you were kind of like circumventing or not taking your own actions seriously. You're gonna just throw it out there. Yeah, I cheated, so what? Or how'd you respond to that?
Well, like, who am I supposed to take it seriously with? Like my YouTube chat? Like, I saw a bunch of people like, he doesn't even express remorse. It's like, to who? You on Reddit? Do I know you? Are you my mom? Like, it's like he doesn't express any regret. Yeah, like I'm not gonna. I don't need to express regret on the internet, and none of you people know me. This is a YouTube live stream. This is a chat, okay, with people thousands or who knows how many miles away. They could be on Jupiter for all I know. I don't feel the need to apologize to chat for something that I did that wasn't to them. Frankly,
Yeah, it's
does that
almost
make sense?
like, I mean, to be honest with you, looking at the state of you, I thought you probably had cheated. You're not the kind of guy that would do that. So I wasn't really that surprised. But it's almost like people have this vision in their head of you as someone that wouldn't do something like that. Like you're a pure entity that never does any wrong, you know?
Yeah, and I don't think it's a good thing to do. To be clear, I do regret it. I feel bad for it, but like I don't feel the need to tell the world that I feel bad to them. Like I didn't do it to them. Like I'm not in a relationship with my YouTube chat. You know?
Yeah, no, definitely. And I tell you another thing as well that's very funny about this is I was saying that this is true. You shouldn't care about people's cheating, and people were getting mad at me. And then I said I've been cheated on in quite a severe way, and all of a sudden everyone's calling me ChudLogic, which is fine. But it's like, well, which is it? Is it serious and an issue, or is it something to joke about? And I think you've had the same when you've talked about being cheated on, right? I hear ChudTom and stuff like that a lot.
Yeah, I mean, in fairness, I hadn't talked about that, but people have said that.
Oh,
But
okay. Okay. Well, you know.
in fairness, but I did say that in the stream, and I have been.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, it sucks, but it's also just like, it's such like a whatever thing. I feel like people don't have to be so um in their feels about it on both sides. But yeah, that is kind of a funny like dichotomy because on one hand, people act like they like hate the person who cheats, but then on the other hand, if you're the guy who gets cheated on, it's like, oh, beta, which is funny,
Yeah.
but whatever.
Yeah, no, it's not a
Yeah,
big deal. It's just a little bit of an inconsistency. Chatters are very
yeah.
inconsistent, I feel, you know.
Well, it also
Um,
depends on where you go. So, like for example, if you go to like the, I guess, blood sports community, you're gonna get more cut comments, right? Versus if you go to like I don't know, a community of like OnlyFans women, right? They unironically would probably feel more bad for you, but by the same token, they would defend the women who cheat a lot more and
mm,
probably try to write it off as like they had an abusive partner or something. Like that's how I would probably read it. Because and the reason why OnlyFans girls do that is because they probably have some fucked up trauma early on in their life, but we don't need to get into that. But yeah, so I mean that's the majority of my take, I think. Yeah, I think it makes sense. I'm curious for you to check out that fruit thing because it was driving me fucking insane the way people were reacting, and I was thinking about maybe sending it to Destiny to see how he felt about it. But I'd like to see your take.
yeah, sure. No, I was actually going to take a look at it after going over this, but it was a nice surprise for you to come on and explain yourself. So I think if you're doing that, appreciate it.
Yeah, no
Um,
worries. All right,
yeah, catch you later, mate.
have a
Okay.
good one.
Cheers. Bye bye.